Jill here, Special Needs Mom Talks. How are you? I am pretty good today. It's a beautiful day out here in Central Mass. I'm sitting at my desk, haven't been here in a while to film a video. Just a pep talk for you today. Well, it's always more than a pep talk because I can't just give a pep talk. But you know that song, I think it's Chumbawamba, I get knocked down, but I get up again. That one, that's for y'all and me. I think one of the most important lessons, see those air quotes, I hate to call it a lesson, just experience that we have as special needs parents, caregivers, or someone dealing with extremes and inconsistencies and broken systems or inverted systems and, disconnects. The process of getting knocked down and getting up again becomes like bread and butter in lots of ways. And I think it's really, I hate to say a gift, but it's an experience of value that one can learn and grow through in such a powerful way. And I've said this before, because we are dealing with some of the most complicated situations, emergencies, and on standby for this a lot, with like no stability, basically. Many people do not have the stability of their offspring not having a medical emergency in a 24-hour period. Now, that's a hell of a thing to live with. And I think any of us that are dependent on these systems that are somewhat kind of backwards are going to be dealing with a level of instability and inconsistency. So I heard it somewhere on a podcast or somewhere someone was talking about the true leaders are the ones that do get knocked down and get up again with grace and learn from those deep lived experience, messy, painful, traumatic lessons, and don't expect to be saved and don't expect that it's not going to happen again. I think that's a big misconception but concept that many people get hooked on, this idea of a savior, or this, even just the idea of finding a cure. And I'm not saying that that's not a good idea, because it freaking is, but we got to live in the here and now. And dangling that carrot out there keeps us from really being in the present moment. And many times we do not want to be in the present moment. So we're like, we're just going to live for this and hook that hope out there that there's going to be someone or something that comes in and makes things way better. And I found by living that way, I was really setting myself up for a lot of disappointment. And then when things would tank, I would just get into these really dark places and be like, kind of get the fuckets, basically. And it still happens from time to time, but each time I go into one of those spaces, I come out with a whole bunch of wisdom. So think of yourself as a leader in training when you are in the bottom, when you are in dealing with a life-threatening emergency that pulls you emotionally, and that you definitely want to take the time at some point, maybe not in that scenario because you're acting, but to kind of integrate those feelings. That is like mastery. If you can get to where you're able to ride these deep waves that go way down and gain the depth of feeling from that and bring that back to your everyday life, it just gives you so much compassion for yourself, for other people that are having tough experiences. You have this depth and just wealth to draw from that is so valuable. So you get knocked down, you get up again, count that as like education. Put that after your name. I think that's kind of the way, what I'm trying to get out there is, it is a lot to go through to ride the roller coaster. No one's coming to save you. I don't think anyways. And the more that you can develop the resilience, the ability to get back up and pull the lesson or the little nugget that you get from going to the dark side in with you. Yeah, that's it. And then, of course, the moments of joy, too. It's just this template, this beautiful template, the less that we can be attached to having a particular experience as we go through our days, and just be open and available to the possibilities that our day may go off the rails. Only get better as you go along. You get better at riding them. That's all there is.